Hello, this is Best Practices Philosophy Part 3. Now, to recap, we've gone over Best Practices Philosophy Part 1, which was about why students need to learn about social studies. Then Best Practices Philosophy Part 2 was about what exactly students need to be taught. And now this is how. How will I translate this content so my students understand? I'm going to give 2 examples of strategies that I've come up with. Now, example number 1 is how I would translate this content in order for my students to understand would be setting up a mock government. Now, if I give each person in the class individual roles where they would have to research the position they held and have a couple of days in class where they have to run the classroom, the students would see how difficult the roles in government are, and they wouldn't be as quick to judge, and they see this perspective that these jobs aren't as easy as they look. This would lead up to teaching about how the roles of each of them had in real life, the real positions people hold in government, and since they did the roles themselves, the students will feel more involved. This would be really helpful in a government classroom, of course. That'd be the main focus in a high school government classroom, and I feel that it would involve the students a lot more. Another strategy I've come up with that would involve the students more would be to, in the middle of a lesson about Native Americans, I would put them in a talking circle. Now, the talking circle is a quite frequent it's quite frequently used in the Native Americans culture. They use it to just sit and respectfully hear each other out, and this gives the students a feeling of what it's like to participate in the Native American culture without having to take a huge trip over there and see where the Indians are and sit through a talking circle with them. That would be really cool, but it might not be in the budget. So this would just give them the feel of being introduced to the Native American culture. Now, this would be after it already introduced the unit about Native Americans, so they'd have an idea of what the talking circle was and how to respectfully participate in a talking circle. Those are the 2 strategies that I have come up with. I feel that they would give the students a good, beneficial leading into, oh my god,